Hi everyone. Today I wanted to do a little capsule on avocado because I listened to Anthony William podcast on avocado and I thought it was super interesting. So first of all, he said that we went such a long way on avocados because in the 80s apparently avocados were considered toxic by the conventional doctors, and that's what they were taught in school. So he was really like preaching for avocado in the 80s, and then finally today I guess we did we made a lot of progress on avocado because avocados are really good for you, but you have to make sure you eat it at the right time and in the right quantity and with the right food. So I'm going to share what he said today. So first of all, avocados are really rich in omega-6. So omega-6, they apparently avocados have the best omega-6 of all the omega-6. So he said that the science is not yet there. They think that all omega-6 are the same, but he said that because avocado is a fruit and it has glucose in it or sugar in it, then it's much more fluid in the system. So it's the best fat, omega-6 fat you can eat. He also said that avocados are used as a transition food for people who want to heal. So he said that basically, if you have someone who eats a lot of dairy, butter, ice cream, pizza, bacon, all this stuff, and a lot of dairy product which feeds pathogen and is hard on your liver, and then you transition them to a diet that is like to heal, that is really rich in fruits and vegetables. So let's say 80% that what the people should eat is fruits and vegetables. It's really hard for a person to go from one to the other. So they use avocados are used as a transition method. It's almost like an anchor to make sure that the person can transition towards a more like plant-based diet, or more like a rich in fruits and vegetables. So, and then eventually what they do is that they remove the avocados from the diet so the person can really heal. But at least with avocados and without the butter and the ice cream and the bacon, then the person can at least start to heal. So the other thing that he said is that it's very important to eat, when you eat avocado, to not eat it in the morning. So I'm sure that's a surprise for a lot of people who eat avocado toast and they think they're super healthy. So what happened, and that's something that I talked about in previous capsule, is that during the night is when it's the moment where when your liver is detoxifying. What does it mean? It means that it takes all the toxin out of your liver, because the liver's job is to protect you. So they take all the toxin that you're exposed to, whether it's food, pesticides, herbicides, heavy metals, and they just bury it in the liver. But in the night, it detoxifies, so the toxins are getting out of your liver. But if you eat a high fat breakfast, or if you eat any fat before noon, then your liver is going to be busy dealing with the fat. So the toxin that were out, they're going to go in your bloodstream and then eventually go back in the liver. So that's not what you want. We want to have the toxin out of the body. So the best way to do that is drink a lemon water first thing in the morning, and then ideally a celery juice after that. And then for breakfast, we should have something with fruits and leafy greens ideally. So a smoothie, I think, is a great option. I love spinach, but you can use kale, you can use Swiss chard, you can use collard greens. You can use a lot of bananas, apples, mangoes, berries. Any type of fruits are good for you and very healing. But the important thing is that you don't put fat in your smoothie. So heavy metal detox smoothie is also a great option and has no fat in it. It has spirulina, it has barley grass juice powder, which are great. So anyway, so if you want to eat avocado, you can start at 12 or at noon, because then the liver is done detoxifying. So then you can get all your toxins out. And why that's important is because if your liver is overburdened with toxin, then it's gonna go. It's almost like you cannot take it anymore, and then it start going in your bloodstreams, and then it's a burden on your immune system. So your immune system is also overburdened. then they cannot deal with a lot of new things. So they are busy with dealing with toxins and viruses. Then they are not able to, I guess, flag cancer cells when they present themselves because it's so busy with everything else. So that's why it's so important to detox, to make sure that you let your body detoxify during the night and flush the toxin out so your liver can continue to do its job properly. So the other thing that he was talking about, he said that it's important to eat half of an avocado is all a person need during a day. So no need to eat 3-4 avocados. And also it's really good with leafy greens. It's a really good combination for absorption. He also said that the brain doesn't need a lot of fat. That's like a trend now, that the high fat diet are really good for the brain. He said that's really not true, and they're gonna discover that probably in 5 years. Oh, that was not true. The brain needs glucose to function. So if you eat a lot of fat in your diet, so if you eat a breakfast, not only do you stop the detoxifying process to happen, but if you eat a toast with an egg and avocado on top of it, then it's like that's a high fat product, and it's gonna prevent the nutrient to go in your cells, because that's what fat does. It prevents the nutrient to go to your cells, or the glucose to go in your cells. And that's why when you have cancer patient, it's very, very important to limit the fat in your diet, because you want as much nutrient in the cells as you can. So that's another thing. So he also said that if you want to eat a steak or chicken or something that is fat, whether it's plant-based or animal-based, then it's really the best time to eat it is at night for dinner. So I don't know, that's that's not popular to a lot of people think that it's better to eat it in the morning. So in the morning I have all day to burn it, but that's really not true. And also it really, as I say, it really prevents the detoxification from happening. So if you have any question, just don't hesitate to ask. So see you soon.